All right. Let's see. It says here, we're on question 5 here. Do we draw rows first or columns first? Temporarily change the code as needed to give you the answer. So, so actually, what happens first? Let's look at this loop for a second. Make sure we're clear with how loops first work. So the first thing that happens is we set I equal to 0, and then with I equal to 0, we run this entire loop. When this inner loop is done, we go up here and we set I equal to 1, and then we run the inner loop again. Okay, so basically what's happening then is we start out. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. I don't want that one anymore, right? Because we want more than one. We want n to be back equal to 8 again. But I'm just gonna loop through here once. I'm just gonna loop through my I values once this time. What am I do? Make this a 1. So this way, I'll only do this outer loop once, and I'll go through the inner loop n times. So I'm going to make my first either row or column. Let's see what that turns out to be, and then we'll see if it makes sense. So let me run this, and look at that, it's a column. Okay, so the first thing we made, so the first time through this outer loop, we run the inner loop once and we make a column. So let's try to figure out why that is. So what's happening here, we have I equal to 0. Yeah. So the first time through. Yeah. So we're going to go through again, like I said, this entire loop. The whole time I is going to be equal to 0. So if I is equal to 0, I times W is 0. So this is always going to be X, this first guy, right? And then it's just the second value that changes, right? The value going along the y-axis. So what's happening effectively is we're saying draw a rectangle starting at x, and then we keep changing this value, this y value, and we're multiplying by w each time. So we change by a factor of, the side length basically. Okay, and we're doing that, and we're going from, from this point to making it a size of w by w, basically. So that's how that's working. And actually, before I go any further, I don't want to mess myself up here. I'm gonna make sure I go back, and I'm back to where I started from. Okay, good.